Hey. You there?
I'm here, brother.
Okay, you know I got a vision problem. And my
Go
eyes
ahead.
look like they closed. So
You look happy, bro,
I
honestly.
do. I
Or
do.
maybe it's a little bit of the cabbage, but
No, no,
you
no,
look happy,
no.
bro.
No cabbage for me. No cabbage for me. I got a big appetite, so I would lose money in that deal. It would never benefit me. So um look, it's Thursday.
It is indeed, brother.
See, you know what Thursday means, right?
We wrapping it up, baby.
We
It's the
wrapping it
last
up.
show of the week.
Yes,
Let's do it.
sir. I'm ready. All right, let's see if we can get this thing to work. All right, Mr. Producer, give us something.
Ladies and gentlemen, batten down the hatches. We'd like to introduce you to the greatest combat sports show bar none. You are now in the Beatdown.
You wanna get beat down?
Let us now introduce you to your host, the Badger, and
What's going on, family? Let me shed a little light on this situation. Bow. Yes.
There you
It
go.
it is Thursday. It's time for us to get this thing started, man. I'm excited about Thursday.
Yeah, man. Thursday is always a hell of a day, man. It's the it's the weekend, but it's not really the weekend. It's kind of like that day you're like, all right, I can see the end coming.
Right.
And for us, it's the last crack to get these people some real good brain food about these fights come up on Friday and Saturday, so they know what they're looking at.
And before we can do that, did you see the fight last night?
I was gonna let you walk into that, brother. So whenever you're ready, we can get into that, man.
Listen, I saw the whole card. Well, the main event card, and the first one with Eddie Alvarez, that was an interesting disqualification. But as far as Mighty Mouse, bro, my first instinct was the referee jumped in too quick. But when I didn't see him complaining, I was like, all right.
Yeah, bro. So look, I am not as big as a Mighty Mouse fan as you are, only because you were introduced to the sport on that level much earlier than I was. So by the time I got into it, he was still good and doing his thing, but then he left, right? Because the UFC did what they do to certain fighters. But bro, he's 34 years old. I was a bit shocked because I am not used to watching one championship. So when he hit him with the knee and knocked him out, I thought it was a disqualification at first. I'm like, we can't do that. But one championship allowed you to throw knees on grounded opponents. I did not know that. Something I learned. Other than that, bro, I mean, listen, you said it yesterday. You said that the champ was not the champ. He was the champ of the tournament, but the guy that had the belt was the guy that won last night. So the guy that beat him was no joke. This guy had already won the belt, 6 years ago or 5 years ago, and something happened, he lost it. So this guy is the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
He is no joke. And to see Demetrius lose like that last night, it was, it happens. I don't think this is the end for him only because he looked good. I do think that this guy will give him, if they run this fight back, I do see this opponent just continue to give him problems. It's just too big. He's very long. He keeps distance very well, and he's quick. So Mighty Mouse is giving up reach and probably a little strength. And then this guy is just as quick. To me, he looked just as quick. So, I don't know what this means from going forward, but hey, it's a fight. It happened. That's pretty much all I can say about it.
That's pretty much all we can say. It's a fight and it happened. I don't, and I'm being honest. Okay. I had to check the fact that I like Mighty Mouse. I had to put that aside when I really started thinking about this. Thank y'all for tuning in.
I like that shirt you got on, man. I like that shirt. I don't know what's going on today, but boy,
Appreciate
this
that.
is you're looking pretty
Yeah.
sexy over there, young man.
Well, and I took a bath this week. I'm good.
Hey, boy, he's clean.
Clean up, boy. Hey, that boy look good.
That boy look good.
I will say, being a Demetrius Johnson fan, and I'm not going to even try to stunt and say that I'm not. I'm a Demetrius Johnson fan, and I still am.
Yeah.
I believe he did look good last night. He didn't look like he was washed up. He didn't look like an old champion. He looked like somebody, given the opportunity again, would fare pretty well. Pretty well. So I hope he gets another opportunity. He did more for his opponent's career than anything else, because this guy had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, as he should, because he's always being compared to Demetrius Johnson. It's, you're good, but you couldn't beat Mighty Mouse because you're not in the UFC. So what it did was it legitimized one championship. And it's interesting to say that because Demetrius Johnson has already won the Grand Prix. So when people say, well, it legitimized one championship, you're like, are you sure? Because Demetrius already won your Grand Prix. So I don't know how much more really legitimizes it. I'm listening. Oh. It just popped up.
I was all ears when I saw him show. I'm like, all right, what's up?
He just popped up.
He did.
But, for the most part, oh boy. It does a lot for one FC, to be honest. It doesn't. It gives them credibility in a lot of people's eyes who followed Demetrius Johnson. And a lot of people were wondering how you get traded, because the UFC kept saying he left. But they actually said last night, they showed the trade that was orchestrated by ONE FC to send Ben Askren over for him. And he just didn't contest it.
Yeah, and look, Demetrius Johnson is still a fantastic fighter. He's still one of the best fighters in the world. He just got beat. It wasn't his night. The other guy was better. What I did find interesting though was almost the level of I don't want to say he was contrite, but he was just very humble in defeat. I was a little bit taken aback by that, just because I think with someone of his status, I would think that, he would sound a little more bothered, but at the same time, maybe that's because he knows. He did say he was going to go back to the drawing board and watch the fight again and see where he made his mistakes. And that's the mark of a true champion, a true GOAT. So I ain't really mad at it. I guess I wanted him to win. So I guess I'm kind of just a little, with the whole thing. But hey, man, his opponent was the real deal. He hurt him in the first round, bro. But that standing knee, he almost caught him with that. So yeah, this dude ain't no joke. So I can't take anything away from him.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. This is how he was in the UFC. A lot of people said, "Oh, he's got an ego. But he wasn't.
Yeah.
He was just confident. But if he did something wrong, he would tell you, "Hey, I almost got caught," or this or that. He didn't complain after the Cejudo fight. It was everybody.
I don't remember the aftermath. I remember the disappointment, but I don't remember the aftermath.
It was everybody around who was complaining.
Okay.
I mean, he didn't stand up and say, "Hey, they stole this." He did ask for his rematch, but he didn't stand up and say, "Hey, they stole this." It was everybody else talking about, "Hey, this is it's a bunch of crap."
Right. Okay.
So I mean, you look at his reign, a 6-year reign in the UFC, 6 years as a champion. Yeah. That's phenomenal to me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He was their inaugural. He was the inaugural champion in that weight class and held it for 6 years. It's amazing. Yeah. Let's see if Amanda can do the same. I think it's looking like she might.
Yeah. I mean, it ain't looking like there's too many takers out there, but we'll see.
That's why we asking you to take this fight, bro.
No, I ain't ready for that. I need a lot more training to get ready for that one. Hey, bro, we got some big fights coming up this weekend. I know we're going to be tuned into this Bellator card, so that's tomorrow. What we should be looking for?
The Bellator card is going to be good, man. We already talked about Ryan Bader. We talked about the fact that I hate to use that phrase, he is the goods, but he is.
Yeah, man. Bro, I mean, look, and this is where when people have these conversations all the time, and this is where this really benefits Bellator, because what's going to happen is that, like I said, and we're going to come back to this one day, maybe right before he fights, I don't know. But what Ryan Bader is doing as a current heavyweight champ and the current light heavyweight champ for Bellator. All that aside, Bader was good in UFC.
Yeah.
Right? So
and so was Machida.
Bellator, right. For him to come to Bellator and still kind of show that dominance is good, but also when you see him fighting other guys, and these are good, compelling fights. And look, what if he loses light heavyweight championship? He's still the heavyweight champ, right? Who really cares? I just think they really need to really play up on this, bro, because I think Bellator has something here, especially with this 170, with this light heavyweight tournament, because that is the best tournament in combat sports going right now. So they really got to play up on that, man. They really do. But yeah, the card is going to be good this weekend. That co-main event though with Corey Anderson and who's the guy he's fighting? I can't call his name.
Hold on,
we just talked about it yesterday.
We need to look and see if that fight is still on.
What?
Yeah, because when I pulled it up today, the Liz Caramouche Vanessa Porto fight has been bumped up to the co-main. But let me check this again, because we don't need that to happen.
Yeah, that is interesting, bro. I had no idea that any of that had changed. I'm glad you caught that.
Yeah, I'm not even seeing it. That's the problem. I'm not even seeing it.
Okay, well, we'll keep researching on that. But yeah, bro. So the main event, what are we looking for, and who should be doing what, bro?
Well, we know Bader's gonna drop bombs. That's pretty much what he does. It's just what he does. I mean, and Lyoto Machida, he's hoping to. His leg kicks were always his strength, and the kicks rather, not necessarily leg kicks.
Right.
But with Machida, he's gonna try to get you to the ground.
Right.
Right. And Bader can fight on the ground. His ground game is strong, but he really likes to just beat you up.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be who is younger in movement is going to determine who wins this fight.
Yeah, now that is an interesting comment that you made, bro, because both these guys are pretty long in the tooth. They've been around the block and back and around again. So, yeah, but for whatever it's worth, Ryan Bader at least, he looked pretty healthy to me, bro. He looked pretty good. So, I'm waiting to see what happens in this fight. Two legends, two names. Machida's been there with the best, so is Bader. Hall of Famers actually. So
right.
Yeah, and you know what? Machida might end up being a Hall of Famer when his career is done. We'll have to see, and Bader as well if he keeps on doing what he's doing. But yeah, bro. So I'm excited for that fight. I'll definitely be tuned in tomorrow night to watch that. I'm sure when you get a chance, you will update us on the undercard or the co-main events or whatever.
Well, the co-main is Liz Caramouche versus Vanessa Porto. The one that was put in, it looks like it was Adam Borix versus Jeremy Kennedy. Might have been that fight that they used to replace the Corey Anderson fight. I don't know what happened, but I do know.
Is the Corey Anderson fight supposed to be tomorrow? Maybe we got the dates wrong.
No, I remember it being on tomorrow.
Yeah, I thought so too, but
and
I messed up some stuff.
The Kat Zingano fight is now on the main card.
Right. And
she'll be fighting Olivia Parker. It's going to be a good card. I mean, one, it's on Showtime, and it's going to really introduce a lot of people to Bellator if they didn't see the last one. It's going to be a good card. 9 p.m. on Saturday on Showtime, 9 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a good one in prelims or on YouTube at 6 p.m. So if you have internet service, you got no reason not to watch the prelims. YouTube. Go to Showtime's YouTube page or Bellator's YouTube page, and you can see the fight. 6 p.m. on Saturday. But looks like the UFC slid a UFC Vegas 23 in, bro.
Are you sure? Well, yeah, bro. You got that. Oh, we tripping. The UFC is Saturday afternoon. Marvin Vettori stepped in. He's got Kevin Holland.
Yeah.
Yeah, we tripping. I don't know. Wow. You know what? because it didn't resonate Saturday afternoon. It threw me off. But yes, that is the event going on Saturday. Yes, let's talk about that, bro. We need to get into that before we get into boxing.
It's on ABC and ESPN at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Which
So if you
is
stay excited, it'll be ABC.
Yeah, and the prelims will only be on ESPN at noon. But that's
Right,
going to be,
okay.
Look, you got the Kevin Holland, Marvin Vettori fight. You got
Right.
Sadiq Youssef versus Arnold Allen. You got Sam Alvey, all right, okay. Versus Julian Marquez.
Wait a minute. Oh, that's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah.
That's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then you have Nina Azaroff versus Mackenzie Dern.
Oh wow. Okay,
Yeah.
Mackenzie. All right. We'll see what this look like. Okay. All right. Well, look.
And look, we got one more on the main card. This is your ex, Mike Perry, versus Daniel Rodriguez. Yeah.
You slide dog. You slide
Yeah.
dog. Listen, okay, I'm sold now. You had me at Mackenzie Dern, but now with Mike Perry being on, yes, I have to watch. I am intrigued. I am interested. And I might just put some in my mouth, like maybe some crab, maybe some lobster, maybe some shrimps.
I'll be right over there.
I might do something a little cool for this, because this is a pretty cool Saturday afternoon fight, bro, I must say.
Yeah, and then you still have the rest of the day to go do what you want to do. Like watch WrestleMania.
Oh, yep. And then after that fixed, and guess what? We got a nightcap.
Yes, we do.
Got some boxing going on, man. But yeah, let's talk about this UFC card on ABC, bro. This is dope. First of all, before we talk about the fights, Dana White wins again, because what better network on a Saturday afternoon to have your fights on than ABC? Like, I don't understand how no one else thought about this, or maybe he just always had it under wraps. Maybe it's because ABC and ESPN are family, they're affiliated. I don't know.
Oh, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Nobody else can get it on ABC.
Yeah, smart move. Smart move, bro. It's almost as good as Saturday morning cartoon.
Ooh.
See?
Ooh. Or Saturday morning wrestling after cartoons. Yeah.
Whoa.
That was a brilliant strategy back in the 80s, bro. That was brilliant.
Yeah. Dang, bro. Yeah. Okay. All right.
So yeah, this is gonna be a good card. I'm looking forward to it. Honestly, I did not see it earlier. We'd have been talking about it.
Let's break down each of these, because I think we know something about all these fights going on. So let's unpack Mike Perry first, bro. Before I give my very short and concise opinion on what Mike Perry needs to do in this fight, how do you see this?
Mike Perry just shows you that, acting crazy will keep you on TV. That's pretty much. Now, he can fight, but he's not a complete fighter, and he doesn't care to be. Mike Perry is that charismatic enigma that people want to see, whether they want to see him lose or they want to see him win. They just want to see him once they finally see him, because he's not a household name, but he's known by a lot more people than you think.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that's a pretty good way to put it. Yeah.
And his girlfriend comes in the octagon with him.
Congrats to them in the baby Ocean. I actually got to see him in person a few weeks ago, bro, at the Bare Knuckle FC event, bro. Cute little fella. Listen, Mike Perry has to win. Like, all that you said was good, right? And it was all factual. He is not a complete fighter. No, he is not. He doesn't care to be. No, he does not. He is must-see TV. Yes, he is. Because if you ain't on your A game, that's the problem with guys like Mike Perry, right? Yeah. He gonna beat some people, but he probably ain't gonna beat no elite people. But guess what? If you make one mistake, party done.
Yeah, he knows how to fight. That's the thing. He's that guy, that he gets on your nerves, but you'll take him to a party just in case a fight breaks out. And he's probably gonna be the reason it breaks out, but
he gonna clean it up though.
He gonna clean it up though, and then you just have a drink for him when he's done and give him a ride home. That's pretty much
That's all he requires. I'm pulling for Mike Perry in this fight, just because he's from the area. I want to see him do well, and he still has some fighting left to do. But this is a last ditch chance. I think the UFC is kind of like, all right, we kind of milk this cow for all it's worth. If he doesn't win this next fight and do so impressively, Might see Mike looking for employment somewhere else. But we ain't wishing that on the guy. He's a friend of the show. Hopefully he puts on a performance and does his thing.
Sadly enough, I end up pulling for Mike Perry every time. It's just you've seen him win like a big fight, and you're like, oh, he can do it. Then he'll come out and lose like 3 or 4, and you're like, come on, Mike.
Like, what's going on, bro? Yeah.
And then when you cash in on him, you're like, he's a bum. Then he wins again.
Yeah. The day you didn't bet.
The day you did. Yeah. Pretty much.
We'll see. He got to put his opponent on notice on Saturday. I'll be locked in for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch this one. 3 o'clock, man, that just kind of threw my Saturday off. But that's okay. That's okay. That's why we have a tablet. Mackenzie Dern. I have not seen a bad fight with Mackenzie Dern.
You know what, man? And this is I'm gonna make this as sincere as possible because I don't want to sound ignorant, but it's gonna come off that way. But I'm gonna have to say this because I think more people are feeling this way. Bro, we are getting some hella firefights from these ladies.
Yeah.
We are getting some hella firefights from these ladies, bro. And these fights are compelling. These fights are entertaining. And Mackenzie Dern is part of that crowd, bro. So
have you seen Nina Ansaroff fight before?
I'm gonna say no. I think I've seen highlights, but I don't think I've actually seen a fight. No, I don't think so.
Don't be surprised if she wins this one.
No. Listen, I'm not picking a favorite. I'm not thinking any. I'm just saying Mackenzie Dern is the more recent person that I've saw. I mean, you've seen her a couple times during the pandemic. I like her, bro. I like her. So it's gonna be a good fight. I'm tuned in to see. I don't know much about her opponent, so we'll see.
I can tell you, Nina's coming to fight. I've seen her fight. She's coming to fight. It's at 115 pounds. She's 2 inches taller than Mackenzie. I don't know what the reach is. I was looking to see if I could find that, but it's gonna be good. Mackenzie's only 28, bro.
Yeah, she's young.
Yeah,
she's young.
I don't know if Nina's older or younger. I have seen her fight before, and it's gonna be a really good fight. That's all I can say on that one.
Yeah.
So if you miss it, I'm sorry. Sam Alvey.
He's one of these guys that, how old is Sam Alvey, bro? Like I feel like a lot of these guys, bro,
Sam's
have been
34.
fighting for so long that they seem like they're older than what they are. Okay. So yeah, that was about what I would have said. You'd ask me. Okay. So yeah, bro, another vet. Just the constant professional comes and does his job, always lays on line. It's all these men and women do, bro.
And it's a middleweight fight. This gonna be a good one.
Julian, bro.
Yeah. Both middleweights. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one,
bro. Yeah. Are both gentlemen coming off losses?
I'm not sure about Julian.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Bro, this is I'm low key hyped for this one. So yeah, that's gonna be a good fight. I like both guys' fighting styles. It's gonna stay on. It's gonna be on the feet. They gonna throw some bombs, bro. It's gonna be a fight. I don't know if there's gonna be a lot of wiggle in it, but it's gonna be a fight. So I'm definitely intrigued on that one.
And the co-main looking like right now, Sadiq Yusuf. I've seen him before versus Arnold Allen. It's a 145 fight. I know I've seen Sadiq fight before, but for the life of me right now, it escapes me of his activity. But while you're looking that up, let's go to Kevin Holland versus Marvin Vettori.
Hey, listen, man. We saw Sadiq Yusuf fight during the pandemic. I'm pulling up his information right now. Yeah, bro, he only has one loss. Okay, that's exact. He's Nigerian. Yeah. That's where we recognize him from. He's from the States, but he reps Nigeria. He's another one of these guys from that, that's representing Nigeria in that side of Africa, bro. Yeah, I saw him on a post somebody put up a while back. It was before the Adesanya fight, and it had all these Nigerian guys in there that are making waves in the UFC. And he was one of them, bro. Yeah, super athletic, bro. He's a hell of a fighter. I'm intrigued. I'm really looking forward to seeing this one.
Now I remember who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because I could see him, but I just could not remember the fight.
Right. Yep.
It's gonna be good, and we know Marvin Vettori. We know him. We know Kevin Holland. Vittoria made a splash during the pandemic as well.
And just to remind you, bro, not to cut you off, but just to remind you where you saw him at on the undercard of the McGregor Cowboy Cerrone fight.
Okay. All right. Well, that was before the
pandemic. He beat Andre Fili, but it went all 5 rounds. It was a great fight, remember? Mm-hmm. So that was what we saw him from. Andre Fili, man. I like Andre Fili too. Hell of a fighter. It's that Hawaiian thing, man.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Andre Touchy Feely? Is that what's his Listen, this could be a good card. It's a card that it did sneak up on us.
Right.
So, but looking at it, I'm like, oh man, I'm so glad I didn't miss this one. It's gonna be, as they say, it's gonna be a barn burner. Now we got a fight coming up on Saturday. I know we got a couple fights, but the big one that we're looking at, Jerron Boots Ennis versus Sergey Lipinets. It's gonna be.
So we go on there. So you glossed over Vittoria Holland. Okay, cool. Okay.
I mean, who? No. I brought up Vittoria Holland. But you were still looking for information.
I had tried to slide you, Seth, because I just wanted you to be clear where you saw him at.
Yeah, no. Look, we saw Vittoria over the pandemic as well.
Yeah.
Holland got to be on his A game. Completely.
You know what, man? Guys like Kevin Vittoria. Guys like Vittoria against guys like Kevin Holland, interesting fights. Because Holland is one of those just super athletic, twitchy guys, right? That can take a super aggressive guy like Marvin Vettori and bait him in and walk him into something.
Yes.
Vettori fights angry. He's one of those super aggressive guys, right? So, styles make fights.
He's the one that wants to be the greatest Italian, right? The one that yeah. That's gonna be a good fight because Vittoria hits hard with both hands, bro.
Yeah, and he's one of those, and I don't want this to come across as disrespectful, but he's one of those tough guys, right? He's the guy in the bar that's saying, "Hey, I'm a tough guy and I can back it up," and then he backs it up. He brings that kind of energy to the octagon, bro. I'm a little bit concerned with Kevin Holland's quick turnaround. He didn't take any damage against Brunson, so I mean, from a physical standpoint, I guess he'll be okay. I heard him on the Ariel show. He said that he walks around at about 193, 194 pounds.
That fight was last month, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago, bro. It's been within like the last 4 to 5 weeks, yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So he only, he say he's a naturally lean guy. He walks around about 193, 194 pounds. So he really, 7 pounds for him, 8 pounds of cut weight. That's nothing.
No, not at all.
But what I'm concerned about what's between the ears, bro. That's what's concerned me about this fight. And this guy is the wrong guy to be in the ring with if you ain't sure yourself.
Right.
Now, on the outside, you're doing all the right things. Physically, you look good. But are you really ready for a fight in a fight like this? Because this ain't going to be a chess match. This dude is coming to try to hurt you.
If he wins, if Holland wins, his stock jumps. It should jump. But you're right. If he's not 100% ready to go, Vittoria doesn't have a break. It's all gas. It just keeps coming. So you're right. You see, I didn't look at it from that perspective. But yeah, Holland's going to have to be, I just said he had to be on his A game, but he's going to have to be on his A game mentally and physically.
Yeah. Because this guy, I don't know about his ground game, but he's a strong dude. When you watch him fight, again, I keep saying this, and this is not taken away from his skill set because the guy's one of the best in the world. But he fights angry, bro. He's a super aggressive dude. Yeah. So when you watch him fight, everything is just done with such force and intent. And that's what makes a guy like him dangerous all the time. So, I don't know, man.
It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to that one. All right, let's get to your boxing match, the one you've been waiting on, man.
Hey, bro, look. Without further ado, I don't want to disrespect Joe Smith Jr. and his opponent, but bro, Boots Ennis, Sergey Lipinets, bro. I've been watching this Boxing Baby's page a lot over the last week. You know, she's
Shout
a
out to
homer. She's really
Miss Boxing
she's
Baby.
really pulling for boots. As she does all her Philly guys. I think she's starting to sway me a little bit, bro. I think I might be drinking more of the tea here. And I think I kind of see where Boots see your fight than we think. But I won't get consumed by my emotion. I'm going to remain level-headed, bro. And I know that Lipinets is going to bring his A game. He's going to be dangerous for 12 rounds. Who is Lipinets training, bro? If I'm not mistaken, is it Joe Goosen?
I think so. I know it was.
So
even with that, I don't think this is going to be a hard fight for Boots. If Boots stays within his game, I don't think it'll be a hard fight for Boots.
So disrespectful. Okay.
Yeah, well, sometimes.
Okay.
I don't think I'm being disrespectful. Let me ask my friend. Am I being disrespectful? Nope.
I mean, I guess that was for me. Bro, I don't see how this is an easy fight. Now,
Oh, I didn't mean
could it snowball? I could see it snowballing. But I don't know if it's going to be an easy fight. Maybe it gets easier after round 8, 9, maybe. But I don't know, bro. Listen, I'm not giving up on Lipinets, bro. You know, I've been over to Mother Russia before. I know how they get down, bro. So, let's say we're going to settle in and watch a good one. We know who has the better skill set, but will he be ready mentally for what Lipinets is going to bring? I think he will be, but that is the only edge I really see Lipinets having here. He's just a complete fighter. He's gonna make Boots work. He's gonna make him work.
Yeah, make him work. But
you know,
I don't think it's gonna be a bad day at the office for Boots.
Well, here's to the PBC and everybody else hoping that it's not, because they're building him as the goods to be the next star. So he can.
It's gonna be a good fight. We don't pick winners on here, but it's gonna be a good fight. We already know. We know what we're gonna get from Lipinets. We know. We see it every time he fights. So
no, you're right.
It's just this one we're gonna find out again, like you like to say, more about Jaron Boots Ennis than we will about Sergey Lipinets.
Indeed, bro. So Joe Smith Jr. is fighting Vlasov on Top Rank Boxing on ESPN also Saturday night. Bro, we like Joe Smith Jr. I mean, he's probably at work right now, probably.
Yeah.
Or he might have took the week off because of the week of the fight, maybe.
Or
but I'm sure
at least the day before the fight. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he worked all the way up until like the plane left. Like, he probably got on the plane with his tree equipment on and stuff, smelling like pine and maple and whatever the trees they cut up there in New York. Hardworking guy. His opponents, he's a solid fighter, but I don't really see how this is going to slow down the Joe Smith Jr. train, because we all want to see what? Joe Smith Jr. and my boy from Russia. You know what I'm talking about. Arthur Beterbiev, bro. That is the fight. If you want to talk about, bro, Joe win this fight. Joe Smith, please win this fight.
That would be a heck of a
fight. We
fight.
need you to win this fight. Because I need to see you against Beterbiev. I need to see that fight. The world wants to see that fight, bro. Yeah, that's all I got for this fight, bro. Strong Island, Long Island, all that. Joe Smith, we need you to win this fight, bro. We got to see you against Beterbiev, bro. We got to.
That's going to be a heck of a fight. That definitely will be a heck of a fight, and it needs the promotion behind it. It really needs it.
Yeah, my only problem is, bro. You know what I think will happen with that fight?
It's gonna be in Russia.
Nah, I think as great as that fight is, bro. Does that fight deserve to be on the undercard of a pay-per-view fight?
Yes, it does.
Does that need to be the co-main event to the Terrence Crawford Manny Pacquiao fight?
Ooh, my goodness.
Now, that fight hasn't been signed yet, but Terrence Crawford is pretty much saying that he's got a date for June 5th. We don't know. Manny Pacquiao is poking at Terrence Crawford, calling him overweight. Maybe we're going to get that fight. I hope we get a little bit later than sooner, because I want Joe Smith Jr. Matter of fact, I want Joe to knock Vlasov out like in the first round, don't take no punches, so that he can say, yeah, well, I'm just going to go back to work, but I'll be ready to fight tomorrow if you need me to. And then Better Beat It was like, well, yeah, we can do something. I just fought, whatever. We can make it happen. And then we get down on the undercard of Pacquiao
That'd be a heck of a card.
Crawford fight. I would pay money for that fight.
Well, you'd have to. It's gonna be that. Well, I mean, normal people would have to.
We pay for everything around here, bro. We support the hustle.
We do. The hustle is real. People talk about the struggle is real. No, the hustle is real.
The hustle is real. So before we get on a bunch of ignorance, bro, did you see where Miguel Cotto and my favorite Mexican fighter of all time, Juan Manuel Marquez, have agreed to an exhibition match? Excited? Don't care? How you feel about it?
No. I think that'll be fun.
Okay.
But again, that's like Tyson and anybody else. I don't think these two understand exhibition. So, I think you're gonna get what you're gonna get.
Yeah, Mexico, Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Let's see how that works out for you. Yeah. There was one that I saw, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is really happening. Cause you hear about fights, and you're like, nah, that ain't gonna happen. And then you look up and you're like, oh my goodness, that's really happening. Where is it? Come on, I saw it the other day and I meant to bring it up to you. Come on, where are you? Oh, no, I did. This is the second one. Andy Ruiz, Chris Areola. Did you know about this fight?
Yeah, okay. I did. It's next week, 2 weeks.
May 1st.
No. It's in May.
May 1st.
May 1st. Okay, yeah. I knew about it, bro. Yeah. Yep. I don't agree with it being a pay-per-view fight though. That's strange, but
this is the one. And it's way off. June 19th. You know what I'm talking about?
Nah.
Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. versus Hector Camacho Jr.
Bro, you know what? I saw that, but I didn't think it was real. I thought
it's real.
Because what happened was when I saw it, when I saw Camacho, I was like, okay, well, that's not possible, obviously. But then it was like his junior, and I was like, that's a real thing?
It's a real thing. What's up, Waldo? It's a real
Mexico
thing.
Versus Puerto Rico. But Mexicans and Puerto Ricans got to start getting along, bro. I think we need to put in some calls to our Puerto Rican delegation and to the Mexican delegation, and they need to get along, bro.
And it's
they
going to be
a lot of these. They get a lot of these little Mexican Puerto Rico fights going on lately, bro. What's going on? Is they just getting money together? Or is this beef? I don't know.
And listen, this was coming from Guadalajara, Mexico. Yes, it's going to be on June 19th.
Hey, it's going to be lit in Guadalajara, boy. I might slide.
Yeah, I'll go with you. I'll wear a mask.
Okay. All right. Waldo, what's happening, bro? Long time no here, man. Glad you're doing good, man. Appreciate you tuning in with us.
I had to pick up that fight. When I saw it, I was like, we haven't talked about this. I saw it like a week or two ago. I just kept forgetting to bring it up.
Man, you got to keep us up on the ratchetness, bro. We need that kind of information. That's the blood of this show, bro. Yeah. People tune in. They know they're going to get some combat sports, but they call in for that kind of stuff. Old people fighting. And Mexican versus Puerto Rican fused. Game
you ain't gonna get older.
That's what they tune in for, bro.
You ain't gonna get older than Julio Cesar Chavez Sr.
That man listen, they gonna bury that man with gloves on. That man is a fighter through and through. That man old as hell and rich as hell and still, bro, he owned probably half of Mexico and he still want to fight.
Listen,
he's in his 70s, is he not?
He's close. Okay. He's close.
And he's still running around here fighting.
Yeah. And it's not an exhibition.
That's because his son, Poe Jr. done just drove Senior completely bonkers. Now he want to get back in there and start fighting.
I'm going to show you how it's done.
Bro. Yeah, his son said the name, bro. He ain't doing enough for the name, so the old man got to keep fighting.
Oh, that's hilarious, though, bro. That's hilarious. Listen, I told this story last night. I chimed in to the Run and Gun podcast by Penalty Talk, and they had
the Penalty Talk.
They had a guest on, Allison Posey, who's a sports director at a station in Tallahassee. And I told this story. And after I told the story, Allison got so flustered, she hung up on him by accident and had to call back in. I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was cute. So I'm asking you and Waldo to be the judge of this story, okay? You with me, bro?
I'm here. What do you mean? Let's go.
Okay. So, and let me know if I've told this on here before, because I don't think I have.
Okay.
But you have a 5-year-old talking to his mom. And the 5-year-old was looking over a Sunday school lesson, and the 5-year-old says, "Mom, do whales eat people?" And she says, "No, whales do not eat people." He says, "Mom, whales do eat people." She says, "No, whales do not eat people." He says, "Mom, Jonah was swallowed by a whale." And she says, "No, that's not real." He said, "Well, when I get to heaven, I'm going to ask Jonah." So the mom says, "Well, what happens if Jonah's in hell?" He said, "Well, then you can ask him, Mom." I thought it was cute. She got flustered and hung up. Had to call back in. So
I could see that. I mean, you have a way of doing these things, bro. They kind of catch people off guard. They're a little bit subdued by your exterior. You look like such a nice guy, and you tell crass jokes, bro.
That's not crass. That's crass.
Not as crass as Paul Pierce, bro. Barstool Sports is trying to give Paul Pierce money, bro. What we gotta do to get paid from Barstool, bro? Because you can be where you are, and I can be where I am, and I can we can get some people in here to do something, and I'm just trying to get us on. No? Okay. All right. Well, I shot my shot. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, people. Always remember that. Elon Musk says he's going to build a real Jurassic Park. Are you going? Okay.
Heck no. You saw what happened in the movie?
I did.
No.
All 3 times. 4 times. How many times was it? For whatever reason, they couldn't keep the gate locked. I don't know though, man. Look, it's 2021, bro. Why not?
You're lucky I couldn't find the one that I wanted to put up there where you asked me about. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead and have the strip club at your house, because that'd be interesting. That way I can say, no, baby, I had to watch it. It was part of the show.
And you would be within truth, bro. That would be your truth, and it would be the actual factual truth. That's all we talk about around here is the truth, man. Carnival Cruise Lines are threatening to leave the United States, bro. You give a damn?
Black people do, because that's what they travel on. But
so inappropriate. See that?
It is.
See? No, bro, it is not. That is not true. That just happens to be the party boat, but that is not the boat only black people get on, bro.
This is truly for you right now. This is truly for you, and you
know. That was. You trying to lump us all in on Carnival. I don't know about that.
You know good and well. I have been on Royal Caribbean and I have been on Carnival. There's a different level of customer on Carnival. They bring families. They bring families on Carnival. It's like they got a coupon or something. A Groupon.
Oh man, bro, stop doing that on the show, man.
Listen,
you see too hard, bro.
You see people bring their own lounge chairs on Carnival. You don't see that on Royal Caribbean.
That's so inappropriate, bro.
I'm like, I saw a dude drinking Old Milwaukee. They don't sell Old Milwaukee on this boat in the world. Come on, man. You literally, they bring the hood to Carnival. And I ain't mad at them, but it's a shock if you've been on other cruise lines and then you go on Carnival to certain destinations. And you will see stuff.
If y'all ever want to sponsor us, please disregard this statement.
No, bro. Carnival. Trust me, you all have tapped into a market. You don't care how many babies are in one cabin. It don't matter. You all have tapped into a market and you're going to run that mud hole dry. I got you. And I guarantee if you stop sailing from the United States, you will continue to leave Port Canaveral in Miami. I guarantee that. You won't let them ports go. Nope. The only ship you can buy unfiltered cools on, Carnival.
That's all I got, man. Listen, bro, we up against it. I ain't got nothing else, bro. That was so disrespectful, bro. But because I never been on the boat, bro, because I never been on the cruise, I'm just gonna take your word for it. But that is so disrespectful, bro.
What I'm telling you, be seriously. You need to go on another cruise. Go on MSC, go on Royal Caribbean, go on Celebrity, go on Norwegian, and then take a Carnival cruise. Please take the shorter the better, but take a Carnival cruise. And I want you to walk around the ship repeatedly and just tell me you can walk around it 7 times in a row and you won't see the same thing. It's phenomenal. I had a good time. I ain't gonna lie. I said I wasn't gonna talk about what I saw on the cruise because I felt like somebody might, feel like I was, but now I don't care. Yeah. Yeah. You see mama's nursing with a cocktail. Just saying. Told the baby to hold her cigarette.
Hey, man, come
while
on,
she
man.
reached in the baby bag. So
I'm
just saying. You smell weed on the boat? You do. Now, you're not supposed to smoke on that boat at all. Right. But you will be a whole group of people. Ain't nobody smoking, but there's a cloud around them. Ain't nobody smoking. And when we stopped in Jamaica, yeah, buddy, they all got off at the same time. That's the only time the whole group got off first. Huh?
Hey, Carnival, y'all holler at me, man.
Please.
We got something to talk about, man. We got something to talk about.
I'll sponsor that one. I'd love to help you. I'd love to get on that boat and we can host a show on board the Carnival Cruise.
Might be a thing.
And we can make it a thing. And unfortunately, some people from my neighborhood will probably be on there.
I guess, bro.
Well, we are up against it, I guess, and my partner thinks I'm being disrespectful and I'm slighting his people, and I'm not trying to be like that. It's just, when you see people bring garbage bags tied up instead of luggage,
man,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You gotta go on one. Go on a Carnival cruise, please. Make that your first one. Go on a Carnival cruise, and I want you to call me from the port. You ain't even have to get on the boat. You can call me from the port when you're standing in line going up them ramps, and you see the dude. They wheeling the luggage in, and they got trash bags. So you can't bring that sandwich on here. I made it. You can't bring what you mean I can't bring the sandwich on? Sir, we have plenty of food on the boat, and I'll get to it. But I ain't putting the sandwich down. You're going to think I'm joking. Yes, and they going to come in there with cups full. Can't take the cups on, so they're going to stand there right at the edge of the boat. Turn it up. And wait till you got to be there when they tell them that alcohol is not included. That's always the best. I like pull up a chair and just sit right in one area because they always meet them. Would you like a drink, sir? Yeah. Can I see your pass? What you need that for? I need to sign off on it, sir. For what? These are not free. What? Same reaction all the time. I paid all this money and it ain't free? Sir, if you on Royal Caribbean, this cruise would cost you $1,100 a person. You all on here for $59.95. What is it that you expect? Right. So.
Hey, man, shouts out to Spirit Airlines, man.
Another one. Have you flown Spirit?
All the time.
Fit right in, don't you?
Never been late. Never lost a bag.
You probably carry your stuff on. I'll hold this in my seat. I'm good. I'll hold this in my seat. Spirit, boy. Spirit will make you glad to get to your destination. Glad. They should say, we're Spirit. We're no frills. Just pray that you get there.
I am a living testimony.
The Southwest used to be, Southwest was the one that made me not want children. Because every time I would fly, there would be some family in a row near me where the baby just could not stop crying the whole flight. But I understand. But I'm now I have a daughter. She ain't gonna cry the whole flight. Or we going to the bathroom. But I understand. I have a lot more patience. Parents understand. If you're a black child, you understand what we're going to the bathroom means, because we've all been told that. Do we need to go to the bathroom? My buddy over here, I know when he was a kid, he was taken to the bathroom at least 2 or 3 times out in public.
At church.
It's like when you get a beating at church, you feel like somebody should come to your aid, right? Because you're at church. They should feel closer to God there than anywhere. But no, they look at you and go, "You all right?" As if to say, "You won't do that again, will you?" I just can't believe your mom would beat you, though, because she just seemed so sweet when I met her. She just doesn't seem like somebody that would dole out any discipline.
Bro, she got trophies.
Ooh. Okay. All right.
Hey, so quick,
Wow.
so I don't really do this, but bro, we used to get a whooping, bro, and there was a sticker that said "I voted" on the belt we got whooped with. Talk about that kind of humor.
Pretty great.
My parents are great, bro.
I understand. Like I've out of your family, I've met your mom and I met your sister. Your sister looked like she beat somebody good morning, but your mom just looks like easy going. Just now, I could be wrong about your sister.
Listen, people that are easy going make things look easy. That's how effortlessly she kicked our ass, just like that.
And you were the last one to come along. So they were professionals by the time you got here. Okay.
Oh yeah, it was really efficient, really efficient.
Yeah. Well, my mom told me later in life, she said, "I wouldn't have wanted a mom beating me like I used to spank you." I'm like, what? Because people look at her because she's small. And they figure, how can she beat you? I wasn't always this size. She beat me before I got to this size for a reason. So, yeah, that's what I do to my daughter, because I've seen her mom and I figured my daughter's probably going to be bigger than me one day, height-wise. So, and I'm be older, so I got to put that fear in now, but I can't. She's just so cute.
Yep, that happens, bro.
One
That's what little
personal
girls do.
question. I know I don't ask personal questions if you want to hear, but I got to ask a have you ever been, I know the boy, he took a lot of whoopings, but have you ever had to really spank your daughter?
I think maybe like once.
Did it hurt?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, so I thought I was being a punk, but no, I guess it's natural. I don't like doing it. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here before, we get. Hey, shout out to Miss Darlene. Her surgery went well. Praying for healing.
Good.
And there was a lady on TikTok this morning, and if it was real, we did send. Me and the Red Belly were praying this morning, and we sent prayers out to her. She said she took her daughter to work and came home, and the electricity was off, and she just broke down on TikTok. She didn't ask for any money, but she just said her electricity was off, and she had been sick for the past year and hadn't been able to work and this and that, and it just, I don't know, it kind of got to me. So check in on people. Make sure they're all right, because you never know. So, good morning, gentlemen. Did I get in trouble for saying something? Damn. You must have really loved me. I mean, you must have really, really loved me. You need to love my daughter a little bit more, because she gets away with murder. You need to love her a little bit. I guess that's my job. All right. So I'm going to give her a spanking today just because you inspired me, Mom. No, don't call child services people. I was joking about that, but not really. Listen, I'm checking on people. I know that's what my partner's going to talk about, but you never know who's going through it right now. And they may not seem like it. You may see them and they seem like it's all together. And if you were to follow them home, they may have one meal spread out over 5 days just because things are just that tight. There are pantries around. There are a lot of food pantries around the areas. Please check in. If you need something, ask about it. If you don't have a car to get to these pantries, a lot of times if you give them a call, they will arrange that somebody can drop food off to you. They don't want it to go bad. They have it for you. Nobody should have to go hungry. I've always felt that way. As big as I am, if I have food and somebody is hungry, even when I was a kid, I would give my food away because I feel like eventually I'm going to eat. But I don't know if you are. So if I can help you in any way, I don't even have to tell you my name. Just when they say it's better to give than to receive, if you give from your heart, you're receiving then anyway. So I'm going to get off that soapbox, but please reach out and help people. They need it. Oh, shout out to my mom, my wife, who's still on spring break, sort of. My daughter, who went back to school today. She was happy until she realized we weren't going, that we were home. Then she was like, hey, wait a minute. What's the deal? Like, what 5-year-old says, what's the deal? Shout out to the Red Belly. Shout out to Pops. Shout out to Waldo, Samantha Clark. Shout out to the Badger, sitting over here waiting so patiently. Shout out to you, bro.
Appreciate it, man. That means a lot coming from you, bro. On this fine Thursday. But yeah, we'll see y'all tomorrow, man. We ain't got much after that. Spread a little love. Oh yes, Floyd Mayweather Zab Judah went down 15 years ago today. But before that, in 1976, the best Little League baseball team ever took the field, the Bad News Bears. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Jits, YouTube it, watch it. It'll change your life. We out of here, Fight Nation Nation. We'll see y'all on Sunday to tell y'all how right we was about what we said today. We out of here. Peace.
Oh, I saw that when it first aired. You took me back. I'm sorry. I just thought about Buttermaker and Turner. And Tanner. I'm sorry. Bye, y'all.